Hi, my name's Natalie. I am currently 19 years old, studying illustration at university, which is something I thought I'd never end up saying that I would be doing, because my mental health issues were so bad. I suffered for so many years, and I really didn't have to. I would just feel worthless all the time and sad and depressed, and my self-confidence issues were just really bad. I would just hate the way that I look, hate the way that I feel all the time. There was loads of reasons why why I felt the way I did. And I just suffered for so long, and I never told anyone because I thought that they would judge me, or they wouldn't care, or they'd just say, get on with it, like, you'll be fine. And I didn't tell my parents for years and years and years, which is something that's really bad, that you just shouldn't keep stuff bottled in for that long. And it wasn't until I got to sixth form that I just had a complete breakdown. I'd been using drugs, which was masking my pain for a while, but then when I stopped taking them, that was when my reality kicked in, and I realised that I was really unhappy and that it was a really bad problem. And a couple of years before, throughout those sort of years, I'd been trying counselling, and I had tried cognitive therapy, tap therapy, there's tapping therapy, I can't remember what it's called. I literally tried every form of therapy, and just nothing worked for me. I came in worse than I came out sometimes, because all my feelings would be up in the air, but nothing would be done about it. And things got really bad, and when I had the breakdown, that was when my parents realised, oh my gosh, we need to do something, and was going to the doctors, talking about antidepressants, which is definitely something that I definitely shouldn't have even considered, but it was the last resort. And then my mum researched online, and she found Mark, and luckily enough, he was very close by. So I went to Mark, and I remember I really didn't want to be there at first. I was giving my mum sort of the sign language, like, don't leave me here, like, I don't want to be here. And, thank God she left me. And, because I remember having my arms crossed and being like, I don't want to be here, Mark, like, and, there's just going to be another pointless therapy session or whatever. I just thought it's going to be the same. We're just going to talk about the same problems, and just nothing was going to happen of it. But then once I was sat down, and after a session or so, I just suddenly felt really comfortable to talk to Mark, which is something that I never felt before, because I never really felt comfortable enough to talk to anyone, and especially very deeply like I did. With any counsellor or anyone like that, he would tell you personal things, and you tell him personal things, and it would feel, and he was really genuine, and it just felt really natural and fine to speak to him, which again I'd never felt with anyone. And I would actually look forward to going to the sessions, because I then was really motivated to get better, which maybe I wasn't so much before. The environment was really nice. You sat down with a nice cup of tea, and in a nice chair, and the temperature of the room was lovely, and it just felt really comfortable, which is really important. And after all the sessions and everything we were done, I didn't instantly feel better, and it's really strange, because a couple of months later, I just woke up one morning, and I just felt really, really positive about life, which is something I hadn't felt for a really long time, because I had spent so many years of silently suffering and being sad. And it was just almost like magic. I just woken up, and I just saw things much more clearly and much better. I wake up in the morning, and I just feel generally way more positive than I did, because things were so bad for so long. It's just such a big relief, and it's just so much better, and it's purely thanks to Mark. If I hadn't have gone to the therapy, then I definitely would have now worsened, or God knows what. I mean, like, the results for me have been really good. I used to have panic attacks all the time, and I don't get them anymore. I can't remember the last time I had a panic attack. I feel happier in general. I deal with things so much better than I used to. Obviously bad things have happened to me recently, or I've got some sad news, but I just deal with it so much better now. When before I wouldn't have done. It would have been the end of the world to me, but now it's just a bump in the road. I would definitely recommend it to anyone, and I do recommend it to anyone. I always say to my friends, like, you got a problem, go talk to Mark. Just go.